Hello, everybody. So grateful to be here with you. Happy Monday. Hope you had an amazing weekend. We're here talking about 5D sales. Decided to switch it up. I'll usually talk about awakened sales, and been starting to use the 5D term a little bit more lately. So it all kind of leads in the same direction, doesn't it? So anyway, so 5D sales today. And yeah, I wanted to talk to you today about really bringing yourself live into your becoming alive with your work. It's time to bring it live, right? I find there's a lot of you that are, still playing on the margins, and you're needing to bring your work out in the world. You keep saying, "I'll be ready when," I'll be ready someday. I gotta take more courses. I gotta do this other thing. I gotta get my website together. I've got to do something else. There's always something else to do before you're willing to come out and launch yourself and bring yourself live into the world and just start mixing it up. Just start mixing it up in the world. So, hi Brian, good to see you. And so, yeah, I just wanted to give some attention to this. We'll provide a little bit of scanning and channel messages, channel prayer, what have you, today as well. And then, yeah, probably this live will be a little bit shorter than usual. Right now, I am launching actually an energy scan training program to attract, serve, and enroll high-end clients. So you too can energy scan, and if you're looking for that, let me know. I'll be happy to connect with you about it and provide you with some individual one-to-one energy scanning and talk to you about that opportunity. If you've looked at that opportunity with me before and it wasn't the right timing, it is not entirely exactly the same as I've offered before. So be sure to inquire about more new details and what we've got going on right now. I'll put in a link to my calendar right after the live because I'm kind of rushing around today. Didn't have a chance to get that ready for you right now, but I will be putting it in right after we're done with the live. And you can get some energy scanning and decide that you are infinite intelligence. And it is another way that perhaps you can launch yourself, is to finally to offer something that is 5D, that is going to the deeper space, that does feel connected, that does feel true and right for you. Again, the big thing is coming into that alignment with the energies from your higher dimensional 5D and beyond energies, and allowing yourself to get connected, inwardly connected, and feeling that energy, that presence within, allowing yourself to then to share, from that space, to literally ask source, like, what's my next step, and to trust it with no hesitation, with little or no hesitation. 95% of the time, there's not usually a reason to hesitate. Like, hey, do this tomorrow, or whatever. It may not always tell you to do it this instant, but more times than not, there's things that are wanting to be done right now. And I find people that love the 5D and beyond and want to ascend are more distracting themselves, doing the spiritual courses, maybe more training programs that don't lead directly to what they're looking for, and also just loving to meditate, hang out in the energies, and which is great. There's a real awakened response to that. It's not about just taking a bunch of actions, but it is about getting ourselves into the real connection. The one connection is the greatest thing of all. Allowing ourselves from that presence to feel what's wanting to emerge through us, and taking action from that fully connected space. And yet knowing as we move into this world that things like emotions and energies may come up for us that feel very uncomfortable, and when we say, oh, this can't possibly be high vibe, and this can't possibly be the way to go, but you have to realize you have to move through resistance. You have to allow yourself to do things that are highly uncomfortable, like showing up fully into the world as who you are in every way. Showing up all the way live. It's all the way live. There's a song like that, right? What is that? Oh my God, was that Thug and Bones or somebody else? Okay, anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I gotta get the song out of my head now. All right. Anyway, you gotta go all the way live and allow yourself to bring yourself in the world. I notice I use this this word launch is very triggering to people. I talk about launching yourself into the world. Like I'm doing a launch right now. I've done many launches in the past, and I just kind of stopped doing the launches for a while. Now, as I'm gearing things up to another level, I'm like, okay, I'm interested in launches again. So, but yeah, people get all, including myself in the past, but have all kinds of concepts around launching yourself. Oh my God, does that mean some overwhelming thing where I'm going to have to do this, I'm going to have to do that? Hey, I'm just saying, what can we set up for you that allows you to start connecting with people, making more offers of your services at an accelerated rate that allows you to honor you, the magnificent presence that you are and your gifts that you have to share with the world. And sometimes you can't just keep doing it. It's kind of like, well, let's just kind of pick it up a little bit. No, you have to say, that's it. I need to really launch myself, to set up for yourself by divine mandate, of course, because when you're ready for it, you're willing to let the vibration come in, and all of a sudden the intuition comes in, and you're like, oh my God, I need to do this thing. I need to launch this program. I need to launch this offer. I need to launch my one-to-one. I need to launch whatever it is, and start showing up. That means you start showing up a lot. So like over these next 2 weeks, I don't know, I've got, it's not like massive, but it's like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10 different platforms I'll be on outside, probably including my own, but well, who knows, probably 10 plus actually, if I include my own stuff I'm doing, but like, I'm showing up again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and to share about energy scanning. Why does it matter that people learn energy scanning? Like, why does it matter, or whatever that you're into and you want to share? Why does it matter? Does it matter or does it not matter? There is something that many wise people have said it again and again. It's like, if you're not showing up for the thing you say is so important, then in a way, really, you're completely saying it isn't important. It isn't really that important. So when you say something so important, oh my God, global warming, or oh my God, the world's got to wake up, or oh my God, if women only were more empowered in this or that way, or oh my God, whatever, and it's so important to me, and then you're not doing the things you need to do to allow that mission to be served that you feel you're called to serve particularly, then we just have to be honest with ourselves. That includes me. If I'm saying it's important, then I need to do something to show up for it. And when it's your purpose and your mission and your thing, then, okay, hopefully I'm not freezing on other people. So anyway, good to see you all here. Jennifer, Karen, Lisa, Douglas, and Melanie, and Alex, and more. Good to see you all. So when we say something is important and we don't show up for it, then what's that saying? There are times when, for myself, where you're being more inward, and maybe it's not the time doesn't feel like it's the right time to show up for something. Okay, fine. There is an incubation time, whatever that is. But right now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling like it's time. I know it's time for me. I know it's time for many of you. It's time to finally start showing up for what it is that we're saying is so important. If we're not showing up, and all that keeps showing up is like, hey, I don't know what you guys think about, but hey, I'm worried about inflation. I'm worried about, what's happening in the world. I'm worried about what the 3 people in the world that control everything, whatever, this concept. Like they could control everything. What an ego trip that you think others could control everything. Insane. So that these other people are doing all these things, and and we're going to get all caught up in this. My contribution to all those ideas is learn energy scan, learn your infinite intelligence, learn your infinite power, start showing up, start acting like who you are, and become unstoppable being who you really are. That will solve the problem right there, whatever it is. That's going to start solving the problem, right? And you specifically focus that energy on whatever it is you're up to. then hey, we're going to start seeing big shifts in the world. I mean, I don't know about this Elon Musk fellow, right? But him buying Twitter and stuff, the idea, hey, let's have free speech, or just even that narrative. Hey, I mean, he's doing something. He's whatever the motives, I don't even care. But like, if you just look at like that situation and you were willing to see it through a certain lens, it's like, give an example, or just look at the people that we wouldn't argue about. You know, again, like the Martin Luther Kings, the Gandhis, like, oh, it's no big deal. They threw me off of this train, you know, or no, it's really important. I'm really going to say it's really important every day, and then don't do anything about it. Great. That's really going to make a change, right? Well, I hope they change. I hope they quit bullying me, and I hope they quit being, you know, racially discriminating against me. I hope it works out. I hope clients find me, like in this case, I hope clients find me. I hope the next, you know, post I put out, where, you know, it starts doing something, and I hope I'm discovered. I hope I just talk enough radio shows once a month or whatever it is you're doing. Or, yeah, I offer my services like once a month, and then I hope to have a successful business. The bottom line, folks, are you showing up? Are you being in your bottom line energy? Are you willing to show up in the 5D with the bottom line? Are you willing to show up with both? If you're willing to, you're going to see the results. You're going to change. We're going to become descended masters. You know, this whole circle, all of it, I feel almost like all this energy coming in right now for all of us, like almost like goose flesh. Like, I mean, like chills right now. We come together, you know, we're the connected energy of becoming descended, a collective descended, a group of masters, you know, relative masters, okay? Can't take that too seriously sometimes, but descended masters, that we can make big differences, not only in our own lives and for our tribes, but yes, in this big collective picture that we keep talking about. You know, we can make that big difference. What is it do you want to see? What kind of world do you want to create? What is the world that you want to create, more so than the world you're trying to escape from? What world are you trying to create or allow to come into emergence, rather than the world you keep trying to escape from? I wish life was easier. I wish it was just joyful and easy all the time. Of course, you can be joyful and easy most of the time. Of course, but there's going to be a sense of contraction. There's going to be a sense of pressure. There's going to be a sense of discomfort in moments. And that's feedback saying, hey, it could be 1,000 times easier if you just deepen your surrender, deepen into the connection within. And within that surrender, we become like these invincible light warriors. Maybe, I don't know, I hesitate on the warrior name sometime, but like, yes, we can be that. We can be that. We can transform what it is that we say we want to transform in the world. That matters. That matters to us. If it matters, if the sincerity is within you to see a shift and a change in any area in the world and in your life, we can see that change today. We can start seeing that change right now. But you have to just start acting like it. You don't act like it's possible, okay, then it's not possible. Like, sometimes I think we need to get beyond the idea that we need to think it's possible and take some actions, and that's very much more the 3D. I mean, and 4D. It's like 5D is like, hey, I know it's possible. We'll have it. You know, that's more in the 5D. It's because and then from that place, you feel the download of the energy. You just feel the surge of the energy. You step into that energy, and you're like, it's provided. It's already happened. It's already happened. I'm the kind of guy, you know, again, I can get caught up in energies like everybody else, but I just think about the other day, I was out with my daughters, and as long as they've been with me, I don't know if they knew what I was talking about. It was all stormy and everything. And I just said, like, hey, do we want to see the sunshine? Because we have that ability. It happens all the time. All I have to do is say, and then there was light, and the light will come out. If it's sincere, if I'm in a connected field, you know, you're trying to willpower at 3D it, forget it. But when you're living a more perpetual connection, that's what's possible. You just, boom, out of all the darkness, that sun will come right out. That sun will come out more times than not, okay? Probably every single time, all right? My little inner critic's like, oh, what if it didn't happen one time? And then every time I get caught, every time I do it though, like when I'm in that connected energy, things happen. It has to feel like the energy is there for it. It has to feel sincere. It has to feel like there's something rising up for it. Not that it's not possible. Otherwise, the energy could be created for anything. But especially when it just feels right. Like, hey, we're just playing around. Like, why not? Let's have this happen. I'd love to see the glorious sun. Oh my God, what about we need rain? And okay, do you want the sun or not? Like, get over it. What do you want? Oh, I want clients, but I don't want to show up for clients. I mean, okay, that's not true even. You guys want to show up. You want to be seen. You want to be acknowledged. I don't care how shy you are. I've been very shy. I've been very introverted. Get over it. Get over it. You do want to be seen. You want to be in a starlight. You want to be seen. The starlight, notice. The starlight. You want to be seen in that starlight. I know you do. We all want to, but we want to do it in a way that feels amazing to us and doesn't, for most of us, we don't want to feel all that ego nonsense. It's not about that. It's about just showing up. It's about just being a signal that you're sharing in the world for what it is that you're going to take a stand for. So anyway, those are the things I want to share to get started here. It's just the energetics of it is just feeling when you allowing yourself to get inspired and enthused and doing the meditations and ask. Okay, what's really interesting? I mean, even just walking around in your moment-to-moment existence, feeling present, feeling connected, and just being from the place of all possibilities. Oh, what wants to happen? Just what wants to happen in this moment? There's a magical, spontaneous energy. Did Jesus sit there and say, let me really focus? Hold on, everybody. Let me do this healing. No. I wasn't. I was there, I think, but I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I was there. I wasn't there, right? But anyway, I was there and I wasn't there. But it's much more playful, right? Come on, he's in the boat, right? He's like, and they don't know how to handle a storm. His disciples are out on the boat. She woke me up, you idiots. Like, I don't know, he said those words. You idiots, why don't you just command it away? Be gone, wind, or whatever. Like, come on, wake up. You're infinite power. You're one. You're one with all of it. Just command it command it then. Just command it what it is that's you're sincere about. We just need to reawaken to knowing that this is true. There's been a time in your soul's past when you knew all this stuff. You're eternal. You know this. Your eternal self always knows it. You know it. You know this is all true. You know it's true. And so we have to go past the limits of, well, the scientific method proves to us this or that, or this theory or that theory of relativity or whatever. Hey, all those things go away. All that starts to disappear the minute we connect to the thing itself, like which transcends everything. Wow, all of a sudden you're levitating. How that happened? That's not supposed to work with the law of gravity. And some person that wants to be skeptical, but I could figure that out scientifically too. But there's a mystery. There's a divine mystery that is beyond anything that can really ever be quantified. And I think, that's the thing that's the most liberating thing. But the mind that wants to figure everything out gets so discombobulated by that. But the more you're defining and saying it's like this, it's like that, the more you're limiting yourself more so than helping you in most of the time. Detailing some things can be helpful here in this physical dimension, but most of the time it's just more limiting. Especially if we lead from that place, like, oh, let's start with getting in our heads, right? Let's see what we could create from that. All right, it's going to be a lot harder to create whatever you want. It could be 1,000 times easier, way easier. So how easy are you willing to let it be? How hard is it to do what I'm doing? Got my phone, I hit let's go live, like here I am. Boom, all right, I'm showing up. Okay, it's not difficult, it's not complicated. But I don't know what to say. Do you think I know what the heck I'm saying? I do, but I don't, right? So I'm just showing up. That's what it is. So my invitation to you guys is, what matters to you? What is the thing? Like for me, I'm like, you're infinite intelligence, you're infinite power. Like like that, like if I just come up with a couple of ideas, little quick things I can say, like that I'm taking a stand for, like those are two right there. Like, and yeah, often it does feel like, hey, I'd die for that or whatever. Like, I don't need to die for it. But would I lay down my life so that everybody could realize their infinite power and infinite intelligence and infinite love and all that? Of course, like if everybody could come to a deeper realization of that and I could just lay down my life for that, oh, that's an easy choice. I'd do that in a heartbeat, right? Because I know everything will flow from that. Everything will flow from that. Even if you know your infinite power, your infinite intelligence, I mean, it's a game changer. And so that's why, for example, that's why I love energy scan training. That's why I love coaching people and, and helping them to be the badasses they are, to manifest and to create what they want through their missions. So anyways, okay. So what is it for you? What are the things like that you would easily lay your life down for joyfully? It's like, it'd be so easy. It wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm gonna make sacrifice. It'd just be like, yeah, of course, take me, Like, that's the thing, like, that informs, at least, like, the direction you really want to go. Like, everybody needs to know about these ascended masters that are communicating to us all day. That's my thing, or whatever. Like, whatever it is, what is it for you? And when you know what that is, it doesn't, you get out of your own way. You stop thinking about, is it going to produce money? Is it going to produce clients? Is it going to produce this? Is it going to work? Is it going to, you start showing up for it, okay? And the rest starts figuring itself out, okay? Well, I guess I learned from, doing this and that, and that didn't work so well for me. So instantly you say, what is the answer then, right? My guidance told me to do it. Didn't work. Yeah, but what did you learn from it? Well, I probably should do it that way. Okay, your guidance told you that because that was what you were open enough to hear, and they knew you could learn this from that, and you've done a good job. You learned that. Now you can adjust. Now you can go from there. Or maybe it just works out really well, right? So it can go a number of different ways, but are we listening? Are we taking those steps? So how do you go all the way live right now is just to stop hesitating. Just do it. Just get on a live. Just do something. Then maybe listen to your guidance. I almost want to flip it out, reverse for some of you. Just do something. Then listen to your guidance. Like, man, okay, that was interesting. I felt a little uncomfortable. Do you want me to do more of them? Yes. Okay, great. We'll do more of them then. And how would I do it different next time? Okay, great. Do 10 podcasts this month. Do something. Do something. Show up. Just show up. Do something. Then ask your guidance. If you've been asking your guidance, you just keep asking your guidance and nothing changes because you're not doing anything, then I want you to just do something first, then ask your guidance. They're like, well, you're not even willing to show up. What? It's like, don't you get tired at suggesting things to people when they don't do anything with it? Don't you experience that with other people in your life? You keep telling, hey, why don't you do that? Oh, yeah, okay, all right. And then they don't do it, and they're like, hey, I'm suffering with this problem. I said, I told you, why don't you do this? Oh, yeah, well, I didn't do that. Why don't you do that? And they do that like 30, 40, 50 times with somebody. You're going to get tired. You'd be like, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Okay, meditate. Sounds like you just want to meditate. Why don't you? It's like you've got to break through your resistance so the angels can sing through you more. Like, just do something, all right? Well, that's my big suggestion. Now, I was going to give some tips. Well, the number one tips to bring yourself live, to get on Facebook Lives, get on podcasts, have other people feature you, is to just start showing up. Approach people that have audiences. You could try approaching me. I may say no, but approach people like, hey, I would love to be featured on your show, like your podcast or your Facebook group, or I'd love for you to email this thing to your list and I'll pay you these great commissions if someone works with me, or, start partnering with people in that way. Don't worry about like your list size and all that nonsense. That doesn't matter. Okay, there's always people that will promote you. There are always people that will not promote you. There's always people that want to share what you've got to share, and there's always people that don't want to. But you won't know until you start asking. Ask, show up, ask. Keep asking, keep it in front of people. I might get exhausted. It might get to be too much. Fine. I don't think so. Once your vitality starts going up because you're finally in action and you're in the connection, I don't think that's going to happen. Make sure you're taking good care of yourself, of course, but do something. And then continue to take good care of yourself. Make sure that you are being served by following the flow of what feels true for you to follow right now. But do something. A lot of times, I don't know what to do. Yeah, right. How many times have you gotten guidance and you don't take action on it? Most of you, all the time. Like many times. I'm not saying every single time. Many times. Okay, Melly says, be open to flow and know. Ooh, gotta break through your resistance so the angels can sing through you more. Yes. A lot of these things I don't share. I'm like, honestly, I've been kind of silly that way. Like a lot of times I'm like, don't people know these things? And I'm like, I start realizing there's things that I take for granted that I have to share that I haven't been sharing with you guys. So I'm going to start sharing all kinds of things with you guys going forward. So making sure that you guys know, or at least a constant reminder, to do something, It's 5D sales. Wait a minute, that's not 5D. Just doing stuff. That is 5D. Yeah, it is. Do something, then listen to your guidance. Your thing is you take lots of action, but you're not listening, then maybe you need to slow down and listen to your guidance, okay? But I know like the vast majority of you aren't in that category, okay? So yeah, for those of you who just always take all these actions, you're all over the place, marketing yourself. Oh yeah, I market myself 30 hours a week. I'm constantly on sales calls. Nothing's working. Okay, wow. We need to really tune in now. We need to really slow it down and tune in, all right? But until you're starting to do something even close to that, maybe 30 hours is a bit much, but you know what I mean? Until you start doing something remotely close to that, don't tell me about how you just need to listen to your guidance and eventually something will happen, No, things will stay the same, Things will stay relatively the same most of the time. We need to initiate more. We need to get engaged. All right. So that's the number one tip right there. And when you show up for people, I'll give you a couple other tips. The other tip is all you have to do is just share your enthusiasm for what you're sharing. That's one great approach. Like there's a couple different approaches if you want other people to reach new people. Unless you're going to do ads, how are you going to do it? Unless you're going to do ads or get organic traffic, and you could do YouTube and things like that. Yeah, totally do YouTube. I mean, launch yourself, but usually the fastest way is to get on other people's platforms or have them promote for you, offer affiliate commissions, learn how to do that. Just figure it out. It's easy. You sign up for one of these programs that allows you to set up affiliate programs, get your links to send to people, and then you pay them commissions. It's not that hard. These things aren't hard, but they feel uncomfortable, and that's why you haven't done them yet. Just do the things you know you need to do, even if they feel uncomfortable, and then you will experience the breakthrough sooner rather than later. Sooner rather than later. You keep avoiding those details, you're going to stay stuck. Okay, let's see. What else is coming through? Okay, so when let's say, you reach out to somebody through a DM or email. Hey, I love the work you're doing. I'm so enthused by what you do. You got to be sincere, right? And if they don't know you, maybe just take more interest in them and say, hey, I would love to see, learn more about what you do. And if there's a way I can contribute to share more about what you do, and just keep all the focus on them and see what you can do. Oh, I don't have a list. I don't care. How can you serve them? Can you refer them to one or two people even? They will get on a phone call for 15 minutes with you if you're like, hey, I think I might know people are interested in what you do, but I'd love to learn more about it, love to have a conversation with you. Get on a phone call with them. Then what can you do? Then, at the end, at that point or later, you can come back to them and say, hey, I've got something I'd love to get shared in the world more, and I'm so on fire about it. It's so important to me. Can you help me out with that? But more times than not, when you help someone else, they're going to say, what do you do? How can I help you? Automatically, automatically. Then it doesn't matter. Oh, they got the 100,000 K list or whatever. It doesn't matter. You just help them. They'll be willing to help you. How do I know this? Is this theoretical? No. It's from my experience of like what? How long have I been online? 16 years now? Okay. 16 years online. I can tell you it works. So start to take those actions. Of course, try to connect with people to reach your audience, all the common sense stuff you've heard a million times. But what's another tip I can give you? Make sure you know what the hell your work is. I mean, that's one of the things that I help people privately with, and also with this program coming up. Like, yeah, I think I know what it is, but okay, you don't know then. You don't know. If you're like, I think I know what it is, then you don't know yet. When you know what it is, you know what it is. You don't have a question mark in your head anymore. So get clear enough on what it is that you do, and then turn it into a compelling message, a marketing message, really. Like a message that actually perks people up. And the most important thing always is your energy and presence with it. But, after that is like, well, how are you talking about it? Because the angels might sing when you say what you do in one way to people, right? Like if I say, hey, stop your nonsense of meditating, and start taking action, then listen to your guidance program. Come join me. You're going to be like, maybe I need it, but I'm not interested. But I'm like, oh, it's 5D sales, and you're going to sing with your angels and have fun and joy, and it's going to be so simple and easy. And then as we talk more in detail, I'm like, yeah, but you got to take action. Sometimes you need to take action even first. And as a package, it is 5D sales, but it's like, I might have to, I'm just giving an example. Like I might have to talk about it in a way that resonates. Otherwise people are so like just tuning in on the surface sometimes to titles. They're like, oh, that title doesn't resonate, so I'm not, nope. But like if you say it in a certain way, it may resonate. And that's been something that, more times than not, I'm really good at helping people with, is coming up with understanding who you are, what your work is, and then coming up with that channeled marketing message that does resonate for the people you're trying to help. Like they're like, yes, that. So anyway, so that's, you can work with your guidance. And then one of the things you can do too is even, you can do this with your emails. I haven't done a lot lately. I could sharpen up with this, but you can even email yourself, your emails to yourself with a title of your program. And it should be like, when you see the title of your program, you're like, I want to open that email, right? So you could send yourself like 20, 30 different emails with different titles for what your work is, and see which one you feel you would open first. Which one would you open? In other words, okay, my work is Empower Women Now. Okay. How about, okay, so that's one title. Would I click on that first, or would I say, Be a Boss Lady, or whatever? Like, I don't know, like keep coming with different titles, right? And then just like list them all out. Which one would you click on first if it was a title for an email? I know we all probably delete most of our emails, but if you were, which one would you potentially click on? Oh my God, I gotta check that one out, right? So that is maybe not gonna be your program name for 100%, but it may be, and it's one of the great ways to can be a great way on your own to try to figure it out. But even that's very iffy, because is it really the thing for you though, even if it's compelling, right? So that's where the energy scanning comes in, and me tuning into you guys and supporting you guys. So in the energy scan training, that's part of what we do, is to find out, not only to help you dial in energy scanning, but also together with your guidance and my guidance is to dial in like who's your market, who are your clients, what's the energy you need to be in to allow yourself to magnetize those soul-aligned clients. What's the message they need to hear? What is it they need to hear? All those things. So we cover all those things as well. And in that program. And if you only want that part, then the energy scanning isn't something that you feel you need or desire, then some of you, for sure I could help you on a one-to-one basis to get that all dialed in a short period of time, because it's not that hard for me to do that on your behalf. So, okay. So like I said, I'll be sending you, I'll be putting a link in for you to book in with me if you're really interested in exploring all that with me, right after this live. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I don't know, is there anybody that wanted an energy scan? Loving having you as a guest on my podcast, Daniel. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciated being on your show. This is so timely, Lisa says, trying to come up with titles for something right now. Awesome. And feels true for me right now is a great advice. Yeah. And those are the comments that I'm noticing right now. Yeah, apparently I was listening, yeah. Scan please for Melanie. All right, cool. It's jumping around a little bit on here. Lisa says, I know that song. Okay, cool. Let's go to, let's do Melanie, and then if there's anybody else, let me know. Then we'll do some, okay, we got another one, Karen. All right, cool. Cool. Let's do a couple of energy scans. And then, yeah, we'll do 2 or 3 at the most. And then I need to start wrapping up with some channeling, channel prayer, channel messages. All right. Let's start with Melanie. Okay. Showing me like spikes on your chair, like you can't sit down, you gotta start standing up, you need to start, it's like you just like just getting up and like, that's it, I'm getting off my assets. Not that you haven't been doing a lot of things, it's just like I'm getting off my assets in this regard that Daniel's talking about today. That's it, I'm getting off my assets. So so I see that energy wanting to come through more and more. That's it. And then you got that mama bear energy. This group, that's it, we're taking care of them. So it's not you, though. Remember, it's not you. It looks like you sometimes. It looks as though, but remember, if all these angels, all these beings are coming in to support you and your tribe, but yes, you'll feel like I'm a mama bear hug to love and support these women. That is just not, what is it that's just not right, guys? Like, it's just not right that these women have these superpowers and are not stepping into them, these superpower women or super women. Like, it's just not right that this is happening. It's can't be this way anymore, right? So then how do you need to show up in order to ensure that you can serve them most effectively? Okay, so that's more on the coaching end. But yeah, that's what's coming through to share with you. Let's see. Just the third eye is just, yeah. So the third eye is wanting to get more narrowed. You've tended to be more open, like, oh, wee, like with guidance and stuff sometimes. When you go into that vibe, but like now it's like more like getting more tunneled, like, let's get more specific. Maybe that is a good one for you. Some of us do good with our intuition as like, what feels yummy? Yum. What feels yummy? So you might be tuning in to like, what's just the right taste we need here? And then you're like an engineer, right? You know that about yourself, to engineer things and put things together in a way that's going to be most appealing every step along the way for you as a soul, throughout the journey of first connecting with somebody through marketing, all the way that I'm coming in the program, how they're served in the program. You can engineer it, and you may need to keep changing it up some, but you got to engineer it from your guidance, you know? let your brain relax. Let the inner critic relax. Let it be channeled. But your intuitive guidance can map it out. So there's more mapping out from that space, it feels like, that's wanted and required. What else? Yeah, I'm getting to just kind of leave it at that for today. Okay, thank you for asking. Okay, so Karen, all right, and then Glenda. So that'll be our 3 for today. It's funny for you, Melanie, I can relate. So on target. Okay, yeah, grateful to share with you. Okay, Karen. Wow, just show me your guides and angels just pouring through. Okay, let's see what else. It's more like a licking energy here. So what's that like? So it's almost like the first. So I saw water, then I'm seeing mountains around you. I'm seeing I see ice cream. So there's this earthy, like there's this, you want to touch and feel things. You want to really connect on a physical level with things. So that's that tactile stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So if you bring tactile things into your work, Karen, on a memory level, I can't remember, what you do and stuff, but I just get like, if you bring tactile things into your work for you and your clients, there might be something to that. There's something about grounding and getting more grounded. So they're showing you mountain energy, and using the tactile senses is something important, because there is so much that wants to come in. Okay. Like there's a sense of, I could get swept away and lost in it without getting the grounding. Okay, grounding is very important. Let's see what else is going on. Cutting cords is really important too. There's old agreements, old ideas that need to be, relationships need to be released. Yeah, like there's an old thing of me being swept away into something, and it's like, oh, it's so great. And then it's like you're left alone and cold kind of vibe. And it's like, what happened? What happened? So again, this could be this life, probably is, but also could be past lives as well. And it could be metaphorical in different aspects of your life as well. Okay, let me see. Although you have all this going on, there is tension in that third eye energy. There's concerns around getting things right, so you might hold back on some of your powers and your guidances. You're trying to be nice. You're just trying to put it in a way that puts people at ease. You just want to bring people into the light, and yeah, okay. There is an energy in the lower chakras, though, that's like wanting to come to attention, like all the lower chakras. That's just like, let's come to attention. Okay, and what the, okay. Yeah, and then I'm seeing the Energizer Bunny. So from this place is where you want to, because you can get inspiration, but you want to be, again, with the grounding. So let it rise up through the lower chakras. Let those parts get enlivened and turned on, and then feel yourself hopping right into action, and then listening to your guidance. So that's good advice for everybody here in a sense, but particularly coming up for you, Karen. How do you do that might be a question. Just feel the sense of vitality in your energy. When we talk about like what matters to you, feel the vitality of that. Talk about that to yourself. Feel the vitality in your energy, and in the lower chakras for that. And then let that energy compel you to move forward. So let even your own guidance help you to understand what's going to help you with that, rather than me prattling on without my specifics. But seeing as we only have so much time for each one of these. Okay, thank you, Karen, for asking. That's just what came through to share. And then Glenda. Okay, let's do that. Hi, Darla. Glenda. I'm just getting it's so time to get out of your head, you know. It's just this head thing that no more. It's so out of fashion. So out of fashion for you. Okay. Yeah. They're showing me, yeah, like more of that like Victorian age almost energy of a woman. And like it's just time to shed like that old energy. Okay. The strictness of it, because it's like muzzling your throat chakra. It's like, I can't just be who I am. I gotta be a certain way kind of vibe. Okay, let's see. We're bringing some energy to that to open that up for you and others around your neck. So some energy opening, clearing. Some fire is coming out of the throat now. All right, let's see. It's like, I love you all. Stop hurting yourself or something like that is what it's saying, like for probably for you to some whatever degree, and then for others. Like stop the madness. There's a better way. There's a better way. Let me show you the way. Like that's what the energy is saying. So peace, prosperity, love, abundance can be easy. Let me show you the way. And so I feel this connection of energy coming down through the backside of your energy and your back from that space. Just everything starts opening up from there. To be able to lead and trust your intuitive guidance more. Be in that leadership. I don't know. It feels like it's women and girls. I'm hearing women and girls. Yeah, specific for prescriptions and whatnot. Like here's what you need. It's showing up as like stones and like these wands and stuff. Stones in a wand as well. Like there's something with that. I don't know if you have one for yourself yet. It's not like I sell those, so I have no interest in telling you. This is just what's coming through. Okay. Anything else? Just $14.97. This could too be yours. All right, just having fun. Okay. Okay, last message is just dive in. Just dive in. Even if you got all your clothes on, still just dive in. It's time to swim now, you know? It's just time to dive in. Whatever that means to you. Just get dive in. Dive in. It's time to go deep into it all the way now. We've put our foot in the water, we've done these different things, we've tested it out, now it's time to dive in. Live the truth of who I know I am. It's time now. Dive in. Okay. So it is. All right. Okay. Awesome to see y'all here. Janet, any messages for me? Janet, you're awesome. As we're starting to wrap up, I'll just say you're awesome. I've got to wrap things up, but I appreciate you asking. See you, recognize you. Just remember, you're magical. You're magical. You can weave magic for anything you want. You know, use what you already know. But remember the magic part. You can weave the magic and command what it is that you're truly desiring from that connected place I was talking about earlier. Karen just shares here, thanks. I'm living near Lake Constance in Germany, on the border of Switzerland, and see the beautiful mountains. No wonder I'm seeing mountains, right? I teach people how to use free energy symbols to solve problems in this easy way. That's awesome. Free energy symbols. Cool. It is totally cool. I love that. I love that. Okay, beautiful, Daniel. Thank you. Glenda says, all right, wonderful. Wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and start wrapping up. Again, for those of you that sincerely would like to learn energy scanning and or develop like your message and understand more about what it is that you're really supposed to be taking a stand for, and be able to stand on the value of that and share that with the world and bring it into a package that's going to feel amazing for you and rock your sacred purpose, go ahead and get on my calendar for us to take a look at that. We'll do an intuitive strategy session for you. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. Actually, I'm just going to do a channeled prayer for today to wrap up. If you just take a nice deep breath then. In through your nose, up through your crown chakra, up through your higher self, up to love, light, source, energy, up into the all in all. And as you exhale through your mouth, let this energy come back down through your higher self, down through your crown chakra, down through all your chakras, through visibility, through work field, down through your feet, down through your root chakra, down to the core of the earth. So I speak these words in the I am for everyone to listen to my voice, as I recognize God, love, light, source, spirit is all there is. I'm grateful that life is magical, that there's a magic going on that wants to experience itself through me if I allow it. So I allow it in my life because I know it delights me so much more. I know so much more is available to me in the vibe of bliss, joy, and abundance and all great things. So I allow more of it into my life right now. I know I can always play around with, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. I'm so contracted. I got so many things going on. But I know all those are just signs to claim the magic and the power of who I am. So I claim it now so that I can experience better health and wellness in my life and relationships and bliss and wonder in my expression in the world and financial wonders. So I'm grateful to know that it's being laid on thick from the space of connection and magic that I know I'm connected in one with, that I'm commanding that into my life from the magical energy that's already present within me. And as I deepen within that presence and command those things that are just delight me to say yes to, I allow it to be so, and I'm lining up, showing up consistently with what my gifts are, what my message is. And I allow myself to show up even if I feel like I'm not sure what all that is yet. I still am going to show up. I'm still going to show up, and I'm going to continue to learn and refine everything every step along the way, and let my guidance be added on to me from that space, from the 5D and beyond, and allow the magic of who I am to unfold in the most delicious way possible, using my super connection with Source at every level, including through my ability to tune in or even energy scan or more, or whatever my things are, Akashic records, whatever I access, and more to come into fruition and to bear, to be able to be more aware and more present to the wonder of life within every being and within myself, within all things. So as I allow it to be so, I thrive infinitely from that place as I deepen my awakening and allow myself to take a stand, serve what I'm here to serve, and therefore experience the vibrancy of who I am at every level, including financially in my life. So I let it be so. I'm allowing it to be done. Thank you, God, and so it is. Amen. Okay, everyone. Such a pleasure and delight to be with you all today. Infinite love and blessings. I'm going to put that link in just a minute or two. If you want to meet with me for an intuitive strategy session, for those of you who are considering getting more deep dive help from me, potentially. Lots of love and blessings to you all. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye for now.